All right. Episode 2 is now motherfucking available on Patreon. Go check it out. This is not the full episode of episode 2. This is only the preview of what I'm talking about. These are some of the things that I'm going in detail about, if not everything. For this episode, it's a 3-part series to this episode. So you'll see episode 2, part 1. You'll see probably another episode, which will be the part 2 of this, in the part 3, which will be coming soon. But for the most part, still just want to give this premature little deep dive a little bit about what I'm really like going into about on this episode. This episode is basically that slap in the face for everybody who's said, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm crazy, I'm this, that, and the third, smoke up my fucking money, and all the craziest shit in the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, with a lot of people in this world, they don't ask the right questions. That's first off. They don't ask the right questions because the lie is always entertaining more than the truth. So we get that shit. You feel what I'm saying? People would rather run with whatever narrative, whatever crazy-ass narrative that suits them better in their situation in order to make light of their piece of shit-ass lives a lot of times. You feel what I'm saying? So, and that's the way I look at it. Because if you have to utilize somebody else's downfalls and what they're going through to make better and talk shit about your life, then obviously your life must be a piece of shit. I'm talking about me growing up. I'm going into me growing up. I'm going into the fact of, you know, me starting out making beats and stuff like that, producing, then switching over to, running my own label, running my own company. Always been entrepreneurial shit, always been in my blood. My mother, she's been an entrepreneur. My father was an entrepreneur. They just never, with all the bullshit in their lives, they just never had that type of time and focus and stuff, and what I've seen and things of that nature, to really put forth the effort on themselves to go far in life or do something to whereas they can create their own, to actually start creating generational wealth for their families. The biggest thing is, I know me, I actually paid, I bought my own LLC, I own my own company, and things. I signed 2 artists. Both of the artists I wound up releasing. One of them I really was going to drop beforehand because, and I'll go into a little slight detail here, but not too full. There were 2 artists. One was a new artist. You know what I'm saying? They have never really been on any type like scenes like that high up. So this was about to be like the first big thing for them, which was great. You know what I'm saying? Because, them being able to have some other people around that kind of had a little taste of some things can kind of, they could kind of piggyback off or, feed off a little bit of that energy to kind of understand what they need to do and what, if they, how they suiting for things in their career and things of that nature. But this was where this problem started coming in. The other artists, they already had situations with 2 previous labels. The only thing with these labels is these labels never gave a fuck about this artist. They never put any money aside to lose on this artist. They've never put out a single for this artist. They've never put out a motherfucking mixtape, an album, or anything for this artist. They've never done it. Which was also the part which was baffled for me, because once this artist got their music out, and things of that nature, this artist started to complain. Now, the thing is about the complaints, right? This artist was complaining about everything that Basement Line did not have, that we already talked about from the beginning, which was kind of like, huh? And they started also complaining about things in the contract that they weren't obligated to fucking do. So a lot of things is crazy. It's some simple shit like the sound of the project, right? So if any artist, when I sign artists, Artists do what the fuck they want to do when it comes to their music. They have 100% creative control. Whatever you want to do is whatever you want to do for your fucking music. However you want to make your music, you can do it. The only thing we're doing is helping you get that motherfucker distributed and registered. That is it. We do additional promotion and things of that nature, but mind you, it is only for 20%. So if all thus fails, for anything overall of what may be the problem, the artist will own vast majority of their situation, to whereas whatever is going on for their situation, if they choose not to perform, if they don't make necessary moves for themselves as an artist, their situation would be on their hands, not on the company. Even like I say, when I use the sound, artists can record wherever the fuck they choose to record. If they have their own studio, you can record in your own studio. You can work with whatever engineer, you can work with whatever producer that you choose to work with. This artist chose to only work with one. This artist did not want to work with too many other people at the time. This artist chose to come to one place and complain. That artist did not have to stay at that peak to continue on doing music, even at Basement Line. That artist still could have went to any other producer, any other engineer, and continued on finishing out the terms and obligations to their contract. Now, this is the last peak and of detail I'll give on that, and I'll move forward. The biggest thing about that part is they started complaining so much for the new artists. The new artists started making the same complaints. Now, this is the thing about this. All artists may have the same contract, but you are different in your own peak because you're a solo artist, you're a solo artist, this is all on you. If that artist don't perform, that ain't on you. If that artist don't perform, that ain't on you. You got to perform on what the fuck you're doing. If your obligations, your finances, your stuff is not met, that's on you. That's not on the other artist. That's not on any other artist. That's not even in your fucking contract. And see, that is one of the peaks where me and that artist tried to communicate. That artist didn't want to use the contracts to talk about the necessary outlooks on business, which does not make a shit ton of fucking sense. It doesn't. You're going to complain and say that somebody's business is off. You're going to complain and say that somebody's numbers or anything is off. But you never asked what's up with the numbers. You never sat down and had this conversation fully detailed about what's going on with your contract. When at the end of the day, it's really irrelevant, because at the end of the day, we can't release Basement Line, my company. We can't just sit up there and release your albums, release your mixtapes, release your songs, release any of your music without you signing a actual release form saying that, hey, I'm cool with however this shit is. I'm 150 million% cool with how this shit goes. Let's go. If I don't have that form, no music will be released. If an artist doesn't want their music coming out, it won't come out. If they have a problem with it, it won't come out. The new artists, right? They already had their project done a year prior to signing. So they were already way ahead of the goddamn game on their terms of contract more than any fucking thing, which was great. But they had some things going on, and they also had some personal things going on, which I really don't put everybody in each other's business, because everybody has their own thing going on. Everybody is in their own situations, own spaces, and own problems. Okay. But that artist had some things going on where music and things of that nature was actually starting to save their fucking life, man. And I see things a little different for people when certain things is actually starting and trying to change their life around for the better. And when you got a motherfucker starting to sit up here and damper on that, because of shit that they really didn't even have to do, it doesn't help. It doesn't help. Now that artist has a wild outlook on being able to do what the fuck they want to do when they've always been able to do what the fuck they want to do. All because of complaints of another artist for nothing. And I still don't have no understanding, but at the end of the day, we just going to leave it there for the most part. The biggest thing about that part is the new artist was supposed to drop first. The new artist was supposed to drop first, but they had some things going on that they wanted to take care of. So they said, you know, hey, man, I want to hold up on releasing my music. No problem. You see how easy that was? Because you do what the fuck you want to do if you have a problem with your shit, because it's your shit. So if an artist doesn't want their shit to come out, if an artist doesn't want their situation to be had about something, no problem. Even our compilation album, it's optional. Because why? That's on the company, not on you. That's on the company, not on you. And it's an option. It's not a mandatory fucking thing. Now, the other artists at the time, they realized and understand that the new artist was not dropping. So they wanted to go ahead and get their shit done. So I'll kind of give the cats out of the bag on that one a little bit. But at the end of the day, the biggest thing for that artist was, like I said, that they would these things were starting to save their life. Thus, the first song on their project is called Music is Therapy. This shit was starting to save their fucking life and change their life for the better, man. With all that, man, I wound up releasing both of them artists, to whereas the new artist was actually 50% complete on their contract obligations. Meanwhile, the other artist was only 35% complete on their contract obligations. So neither one of the artists even finished their contract obligations, with complaints that was irrelevant. Because why? Artists can do, work with, record wherever. You stop your music. We don't want it coming out just yet. Shit like that. You do what the fuck you want to do. We have 20% that is very small. We do spend money. Gotta ask the amounts. You can't say business is off and then say a person can't use contracts. That doesn't make sense. That's like if you go to HR and tell them your check is off, you mean to tell me they're going to fix your check without looking at your check stub? So when you walk in, also, if anybody walk in the fucking HR office and say, hey, man, my check was short $500, they just going to say, oh, okay, boom, just give you $500. Really? Without looking at your paycheck. Without consulting to your supervisor, some type of necessary making sure so we can understand what the fuck is going on. That's what you tell them. Okay. All right. So even for that, like I said, moving forward with that one, I'll go into detail. I'll be going into detail about that on there, as well as going into detail about having baby mothers. Having lying ass baby mothers. You know what I'm saying? I've had two of the most lying ass baby mothers in the world. One of them just don't know, because they came in my life at a very fucked up time where they lucked up. The other one, she wants somebody to be like her punk ass daddy. Now the thing is about that, I have a father. His name is Jimmy Davis. I have a mother. Her name is Rose Lindsay. If you ain't them two motherfuckers, I don't give a fuck who you are. Especially if you calling me to consort about your motherfucking child, nigga. Now, the thing is about even both of my baby mother's parents, for both of the fathers, neither one of you motherfuckers have ever consorted my phone and said, hey, You got any men that I can talk to? Your father, anybody? You know what I'm saying? Let's have a man-to-man about you. Even for the mother. Even for the mother. When my parents were alive, the mother and the father of my other baby, they ain't never once said, hey, excuse me, miss, can we have a woman-to-woman about your motherfucking son? No, they called me and showed me where their mental fucking capacity is to say, hey, let me have a conversation with him. As if I'm supposed to listen to you. As if you are somebody of my superior. As if you are somebody that I'm worried about getting in trouble with. You can call the laws all day. At the end of the day, my mama rose. My daddy Jimmy, nigga. So that shit means nothing to me. Nathan. Especially when you're also enabling ass parents who believe anything your fucking child says and tell them it, because you tell them it's okay if they go off and do shit to people and say it's okay, because what you can do is then if they get mad, you can do what? Call the police on them and also lie. Hey, Lil Boosie got a song, right? You motherfucker be, we can set that bitch out. Nigga, set that bitch out. We can set that bitch out. Now, at the end of the day, my baby mama also got some niggas that they fuck with. That's they baby mamas. I don't give a fuck. Because these weak ass niggas has also been motherfuckers to call my motherfucking phone, but also be some old ass lame niggas that also care about their fucking jobs. Don't call me running your fucking mouth about kids that ain't yours and bitches I don't want, and you give a fuck about your motherfucking plantation. Stay the fuck where you at, little boy. And it's sad because these niggas is way older. This is the even worse part. All these motherfuckers are way older than me, which makes every one of the motherfuckers sad as hell. That's extra fucking sad. All you motherfuckers is way older than me. That means you dumb sacks of shit should really know better than that. You would think y'all motherfuckers had better fathers and mothers out that motherfucker, but I guess you didn't. I guess you don't. Y'all in y'all 50s, 60s and shit, and y'all acting more immature than me. And that's a goddamn shame because y'all are too much way older than me. But it's okay because this is the things that you do. Now, Lil Boosie got the song Set That Bitch Out, right? Now, anytime motherfuckers talk, street niggas talk, sometimes motherfuckers talk and this, that, and the third, or you just get a random niggas out there, man, motherfucker might be, man, what's pap? We set this bitch going. We can get this bitch, we can set this bitch on fire. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, woo-de-woo. That's what the fuck motherfuckers will say a lot of times. That's some of the slang sometimes motherfuckers will say. She got one of she got a motherfucker that was real stupid for her since 2013. And I'm going into detail about this doof-ass nigga too as well. This old doof-ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? Who want to talk about somebody not being there for their child. But guess what? At the end of the day, the last time I seen Shorty naked was around 2016, 2017. And thus the age of your child, I already been around to know who's been around for what child and what not, motherfucker. So it's all good. It's all good. Keep running your mouth to that bitch. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You've also had many a times by a motherfucking self and you ain't do a goddamn thing and run your motherfucking mouth the way you do when you're at your plantation or when you out and about with a whole bunch of fucking people around that can break up a fucking fight. Go sit down somewhere, little boy. Please stay the fuck away from me. Because I am not playing with you. I will definitely be the daddy you need, nigga. Simple. Now, I need the information. Just in case. Now, this is the part where the enabling of the parents come into play at. Because this is the part that motherfuckers won't tell. They'll just say, oh, he's crazy. He's this. He's just going woo-de-woo. He's whatever. He's because by the time when motherfuckers hear shit, it done already got out of hand. And all you hear is a motherfucker woo-de-woo. That's all you hear. That's all you hear. But you never heard that motherfucker say that it was okay for them to run their motherfucking mouth at me, right? For that bitch to make a comment about my mother, right? Oh, but she ain't gonna say that. But even if she tell her mother ain't gonna give a fuck. Her mother gonna feel like she's innocent. Oh, it's okay for her to say shit to people because she'll go back to her mother and say, oh, I didn't say that. And she'll just believe her. So basically, motherfuckers is just fucking with you just because. Really? She said a punk ass baby mama got my son's information. Okay, you got my child information? Okay, bet. All right, let's get it going, because I don't like this bitch ass nigga anyway. He don't like me, so we can set this bitch on fire. Do you know what this dumb sack of shit called the goddamn police and told these motherfuckers that I said when I said we can set this bitch on fire? Do you know what this dumb weak ass bitch said? She called the motherfucking police and told the motherfuckers that I said I was going to burn the goddamn whole goddamn apartment and house down. This weak dumb bitch. Really? If you gonna say what I said, say what the fuck I said, because I can stand about what the fuck I said. That real shit. I can stand about what the fuck I said. I ain't gotta sit up here and go back and forth about nothing. I keep it G about what the fuck I said. Tell them how I said it, when I said it, how the fuck it is. You ain't gotta make up no lie because you was on dumb shit. And it's sad because this bitch been acting like this since 2012, bruh. I broke up with her in 2011. She shattered shit and lied on a one-on-one fight in 2012. That information is not public, but see, what is public is the appeal. And you better hope I don't find them transcripts, because I'm gonna post that bitch. I'm definitely talking to some people to get that motherfucking transcript, because I got some shit going on. So, with that being said, on that, I last leave these parts here. Y'all can keep listening to these hoes. Y'all can keep listening to these motherfuckers lie, because one of them want to be a fake ass single mother and act like she been doing everything by herself and you ain't. You act like you been paying everything for my child, you ain't. You still got to ask motherfuckers. All the way up until 2019 when you want to bring up your other motherfucking child and lie about that. All because I didn't want to include your other child and what the fuck I had going on for mine. Which I don't have to, because I'm not fucking you. You're in your relationship. We're not in a relationship. So I don't have to worry about shit with what the fuck you got going on. I don't. Nobody does. But for whatever reason, these niggas has been very bisexual to keep worrying about my dick and balls. And y'all got a female sitting right in y'all motherfucking face. I don't give a fuck if I got babies by him or not. If Shawty is, when I was with her, bro, Shawty got on my nerves about other bitches, other pussy. She wouldn't get on my nerves about no other dick, bro. But with you, oh, she even, my BMs all, and these is, and let me also add this part. My BMs also, these is replicas. Why the fuck would I waste my time trying to battle me? They've been making you dumbass niggas replicas of me. Fuck is you talking about? My birthday, December 1st, nigga. That mean I'm King Sag, nigga. One of them is Sagittarius. I've had vision problems. I'm nearsighted. My eyes is really, yeah, this is unfortunately a little blurry. I can see a little clear now. The other nigga, he ain't got no eye problems. She had this bitch ass nigga wearing personalities. His fitted on the top of his head with his dreads in the Columbia joint, how I always used to have it, and posted the dumbass nigga online and said, "We got young love." We've laughed at text. Me and Shawty has laughed at text messages of this dumbass nigga. Oh my God, you still got his name tatted? Because me and Shawty, we ain't got our names tatted. This nigga, oh my God, I know you still love me. You got his name tatted. Oh my God. You seen my car over there numerous times, 3 in the morning. And this is way before Shawty even got close to being pregnant. Because this was all 2013. Leading to 2014. And on top of that, Shawty was fucking niggas and bitches. See, she wasn't my bitch no more. I ain't got no concern for it. And she was doing that while she was pregnant with your baby, nigga. And you worried about this dick? Something's wrong with you, little boy. Something wrong with you, little boy. Hey, and it's okay. Some niggas was tampered with when they was younger and they liked it. It's okay, brother. Some niggas was tampered with and they didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? It's okay, brother. It's okay. You keep telling me how much of a man you want to be, and then you keep prying yourself on being an old ass nigga to say, hey, oh my God, I went to school with your kids' coaches, man. Yeah, you old ass nigga. And guess what? Them niggas didn't fuck with you, because if that was the motherfucking case, they would have told you that your bitch was fucking this other nigga at the goddamn same shit that you so-called pride yourself on. Yeah, they fuck with me. I went to school with these motherfucking niggas. Oh my God, I went to school with them. Obviously, they don't give a fuck about saying I went to school with your old ass. They don't give a fuck about that. See, I got pictures, I got proof of the knowing, and I got finances to know how much I've been there for my child, motherfucker. See, I've been in the picture the whole entire time, even when your child, from the beginning and and even after the fucking time when your child was conceived. So, nigga, I know who's there for who and who ain't, motherfucker. I know the real. If a nigga really want to fucking talk. No, but a nigga is pressed for a piece of pussy because this is the baddest bitch he's ever fucked. Now, I will say, even though both my BMs get the fuck on my nerves, they are beautiful girls. They are beautiful girls. Their ways just make them so fucking disgusting as hell. And then the other one, she done just gained the fuck out of some weight. And it's like, hey, wait a minute. You got to leave them bitches alone, baby. You gotta get that man back in your life, baby. You already 2 sandwiches over, boo. Come walk with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Simple. It's the simplest shit in the motherfucking world. But at the end of the day, and then, you know, alongside with this, that would also didn't help, because with her lying about this shit and things of that nature, but telling the truth about the ups and downs, the issues that she had, and the financial BS that she has with her other child's father. I understand, because the plantation he works at, that he prides himself on calling me from, I used to work at that same motherfucker. I was on the draft side, though. I didn't give a fuck about being on the wet side, because I'd rather do what the fuck I'm doing, because I don't want to be overnight. I didn't want to work overnight. I didn't feel like doing all that. That wasn't the time for me. But see, the thing is, for this plantation, let me just open this up for y'all. They don't give a fuck, because they're a union job. And I won't take this part away, but it's kind of fucked up as well. Because if you owe child support, if you owe the government, which kind of can be a good thing sometimes, they will not garnish your check. They will not let the government, they will not let no child support office garnish your motherfucking wages. If you make $25 an hour, you will be getting your full $25 an hour. If you make $12 an hour, you will be getting your full $12 an hour. See, if I just wanted to be a lame ass nigga and a regular mediocre ass nigga, I would have, and an ain't shit ass nigga as well, to not really take care of his kids like that, I would have stayed at that motherfucking job. Because what I'm about to say next is the reason why. But at the end of the day, I'm not about to hold myself back and shit myself down for no weak ass broad, or some, you know what I'm saying, for somebody who just ain't shit or don't want to do anything else better in their fucking lives. That's not my business, nor my fucking problem. That's on you. There was a better opportunity that came with even more money. So I said, fuck that. I'm going to go ahead and go get the money and deal with the fuck I got to deal with. Now, my baby mother wound up going to court, playing with shit in court, to whereas you fuck up 20 grand. How you do that is insurance. What motherfuckers miss. And that's also leading about my fucking health. So with people talking shit about my health and this, that, and the third, my health is fine for the most part. At the end of the day, the biggest thing is I have things like, you know, me having a heart murmur. I was fucking born with it, nigga. The fuck? So, yes, in a sense, even over the course of times, I would have to see cardiologists and stuff like that. But see, the problem is healthcare. See, TANF, child support. This is another reason why we'll be doing the father's tiers. which will help fathers also understand some levels of child support and things of that nature. Also open up a forum for fathers to also, you know, add in some information and stuff like that, because the biggest thing, what I notice about that court system, they don't give a fuck about it. Now, that's one part of the fucking system.